Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. Extreme weather and travel chaos, time running out on food assistance benefits, and we're celebrating Halloween and the Big Easy. Deadly storm slams the Northeast. Torrential rain causing major flooding. At least 2 people killed in New York City. The subways underwater. First responders rescuing people trapped in cars. Powerful wind gusts snapping trees and downing power lines. Ginger's tracking the system and your Halloween forecast.
Travel chaos. Thousands of flights canceled or delayed, while the shutdown makes matters worse. One major city hit hard with delays topping 4 hours.
Emergency landing investigation. A JetBlue flight suddenly losing altitude. More than a dozen passengers injured.
Less than 24 hours until federal food assistance runs out for more than 40 million Americans. States scrambling to make up for the shortfall, with lawmakers deadlocked over the government shutdown, while millions more are about to get sticker shock as they see how much their insurance costs could skyrocket.
Royal reckoning. King Charles stripping the title of his younger brother. The latest fallout from Andrew's association with Jeffrey Epstein after the publication of Virginia Giuffre's memoir.
She should be here in this victory, in this moment. It was everything that she was fighting for.
The reaction from her family overnight.
NFL greats Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson in the tight HBCU Battle of the Legends matchup.
Evans with the dynamite catch!
But Jackson and the Delaware State Hornets running away with the W.
James Jones is taking off across the 50, 40, it's a foot race, and James Jones sprints and dives into the end zone.
I didn't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here.
Who could forget about Halloween? As Michael B. Jordan and some scary good blockbuster head back to the big screen just in time to cap their spooky spending spell. And this morning, we're going big in the Big Easy on this Halloween morning. It's like Mardi Gras in October, and we are there live.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. I feel like we need a spooky dance.
Oh, yeah.
And happy Halloween to everybody out there.
Trick or treat. It is Good Morning America, and that is a live look at the Skeleton House in New Orleans. It's one of the city's big attractions for Halloween.
They
spooky.
really went all out, and Cameron Mathison is there this morning. He's going to show you how they go all out for the holiday. Look at him in his little skeleton costume.
Are you all dressing up?
I'm dressed up as George Stephanopoulos.
Okay, that was...
You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Oh, you're doing a great job. All right, we're going to talk about that later, Will. But we're going to begin with the deadly storm that slammed the Northeast with torrential rain and flooding. Ginger, you have the latest for us. Good morning.
You know, I looked at the rainfall estimates just to make sure. I was like, I don't think it was that much. It was really only 1 to 2+ inches of rain. It's just that it fell so fast, and then it challenged the drainage systems in New York City, and so it caused some major problems and did become deadly. I had a lot of people ask, too, was this the hurricane? No, Melissa is still a hurricane, and it's way over the open waters. We have this low pressure system, and behind it today is going to be all about the wind. This morning, a deadly storm sweeping through the Northeast.
It made Brooklyn a flood.
At least 2 people killed in New York after more than 2 inches of rain fell fast. A 39-year-old man dead after his basement apartment flooded in Brooklyn. Divers from the fire department attempting to save him, but it was too late. Another man, a 43-year-old, found dead in a boiler room.
Every single time when it rains, my heart and pressure goes up because I know what to expect.
One tree in Queens snapping at the root, crashing onto a Jeep.
Like if a tornado just came and hit, and in like second, the tree just fell down and the roots came up.
And below ground, commuters dodging water in a flooded subway station, stairs transforming into waterfalls. In New Jersey, winds up to 50 miles per hour, bringing down trees and power lines. Authorities in Bayonne rescuing a child from a car stuck in flooding. And in Philadelphia, a highway inundated. One woman dying after a tree fell on her moving car.
The car was completely smashed. Obviously, a tree hit it.
So most of the rain is reserved to northern New England, but it's going to be about those winds behind it from North Carolina and Virginia right up through Appalachia, Harrisburg, Scranton, Binghamton, Albany, Boston, New York, and all the way down through New Jersey, Delaware too. We're in wind advisories. What that means is you could see gusts up to 50 miles per hour today. So anything that got saturated, a tree could come down with that, especially where you see those reds. So even throughout the afternoon and evening, it's going to be a windy Halloween. So hold on to those hats and masks. They're going to be blowing all around. That is for sure, all the way through Vermont, New Hampshire, and parts of Massachusetts too. And just to give you the full picture of the whole country on Halloween night tonight, as you're trick-or-treating, it's relatively mild, but it'll feel cooler than that in New York City. Chicago should be mild at 50, and then Spokane also at the number 50, Los Angeles and Phoenix warm on the map there at 86. Rebecca, we'll have a look hour by hour coming up.
All right. Thank you, Ginger. Stay safe out there to everyone who's heading out tonight. And that storm was just one factor contributing to travel chaos across the country, with more than 1,000 flights canceled, even more delayed. Mola Lenghi is at Reagan National Airport for us. Good morning, Mola.
Well, good morning, Rebecca. After a rough night for thousands and thousands of travelers across the country, chaos at the nation's airports, more than 1,200 flights canceled, more than 7,000 delayed, and we are expected to see the ripple effect continue throughout the day today. Here at Reagan National Airport, just outside of D.C., already seeing some delays and cancellations, but nationwide, we're seeing hundreds and hundreds of flights already canceled and delayed. Short staffing due to the government shutdown making matters worse. For example, in Orlando, average delays have been exceeding 4 hours. There have been times where the airport's only been able to accommodate 10 planes per hour due to air traffic controller shortages. In fact, there have also been instances where there have been no air traffic controllers available there, meaning the airport couldn't receive any flights. Compounding the problem today will be weather. The FAA says to expect ground stops, delays, cancellations, really due to that severe weather that's expected, especially along the East Coast, primarily the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, expected to feel the greatest impact. So buckle up, Will.
All right, Mola, thank you. That weather plus the government shutdown now on day 31. The impact deepening as more than 40 million people face losing food benefits. The SNAP program, also known as food stamps, is set to run out of money tomorrow. Jay O'Brien is at a food bank in Washington with more. Good morning, Jay.
Yeah, Will, good morning. The clock is ticking down now to a full-blown food emergency. Crews here at the Capital Area Food Bank are stocking pallet after pallet to go after distribution sites in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia to feed unpaid federal workers and those thousands who are set to lose critical food assistance tomorrow as officials across the country prepare for the pain of this shutdown to spread. 1 month into the government shutdown, and this morning 42 million Americans on the doorstep of a hunger crisis. SNAP federal food assistance set to run out of money in less than 24 hours. A lifeline for Americans like Melissa Miles from Michigan and her son.
I don't see how we are one of the wealthiest countries in the world, yet we're willing to let people go hungry, all because people can't communicate and agree.
And this morning, the Trump administration defending its reversal, now saying it's not allowed to tap emergency funds to cover SNAP during the shutdown, despite a previous USDA plan to do just that. In a lawsuit brought by Democratic officials from more than 24 states, a federal judge now questioning the administration's rationale, saying, quote, "It's hard for me to understand how this isn't an emergency." Republicans arguing the money just isn't available.
Some of the Democrats have argued that you can use this contingency fund, but the truth is there's no legal mechanism to do it.
But Democrats pointing out SNAP has never run out of funds in its 60-year history, even during past shutdowns.
The money's there, and Trump has said, don't spend a dime. We want to use hungry people as hostages in this crisis.
This weekend, SNAP benefits now set to halt in every state but one. And this worsening food crisis now on a collision course with the issue at the heart of this shutdown, expiring Obamacare tax credits. Starting Saturday, more than 20 million Americans will see how much their insurance costs could skyrocket. People like Stacey Cox.
It's devastating. I don't know if I've ever cried opening a letter from an insurancer before, but it happened this time.
She's been paying nearly $500 for coverage for her and her husband, but next year she says that will jump to more than $2,000 a month.
Just that bill right there, that's more than our mortgage, our insurance, most of our food. Like, that's what we're paying per month to live.
Democrats are holding out for Republicans to negotiate with them on health care. Republicans have refused to do that while the government is shut down. Meantime, 1.4 million federal workers are still going unpaid. Some of these pallets of food actually heading out to distribution sites for them. Congress, by law, is still being paid during the shutdown. Their checks will go out tomorrow, and the Senate is on recess for the weekend. Michael.
Of course they're getting paid, Jay. Thank you. All right, for White House reaction to the shutdown, let's bring in our chief Washington correspondent, John Carl. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Michael. President Trump is now calling for a major change in how the Senate operates. He issued a series of statements on social media overnight. He called the Democrats, quote, stone cold crazy, and is calling on the Senate to eliminate the filibuster. This would be a change that would allow Republicans to pass spending bills without a single Democratic vote. The president in his statement said this was the nuclear option, and politically it sure is. Republicans have long opposed eliminating the filibuster. In fact, just recently, Senator John Thune, he's the Republican leader in the Senate, said eliminating the filibuster, quote, we should avoid that at all costs. But Michael, of course, you should never underestimate the ability of Donald Trump to get Republicans in Congress to do exactly what he wants them to do.
Yeah, I think we've seen that every day. And who are Americans holding responsible for this shutdown, John? And we have a new ABC News Washington Post Ipsos poll.
Well, the White House is confident that the Democrats are paying the price for the shutdown, and Republicans in Congress sure seem to believe that as well. But our poll shows that 45% say that the shutdown is to be blamed on Trump and congressional Republicans. Only 33% blame congressional Democrats. 22% say they're not sure. The biggest thing, 75% say they are concerned about the impact of this shutdown. Michael?
As we all should be. We all should be, John. Thank you so much for that. Will?
All right, Michael, overseas now to the horrific scenes out of Sudan as a paramilitary group seizes control of a major city, reportedly killing hundreds of people and sending thousands more fleeing for their lives. Foreign correspondent Tom Soufi-Burridge joins us now with more. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Will. Yeah, UN leaders condemning those mass killings by a paramilitary force in Sudan. That long civil war, which has already caused famine in one of Africa's largest nations, now in an even darker chapter. This morning, aid agencies in Sudan sounding the alarm, warning hundreds of thousands of people are in grave danger in and around a key city in the region of Darfur, in the midst of a brutal civil war. Disturbing scenes emerging in videos on social media, showing summary executions by a powerful paramilitary force known as the RSF. Its troops taking control of the city of Al-Fasher in northern Darfur Sunday. Since then, reports of human rights abuses and civilians being executed in the city, which is largely cut off from the outside world, growing by the day. Evidence of mass killings even visible in satellite images.
People are basically trapped. Some of them are hiding in holes on the ground in order to protect themselves from shelling. But most of all, they fear execution. They fear targeted killing.
The World Health Organization condemning atrocities committed at a maternity hospital, where more than 460 people were reportedly killed by RSF forces at the weekend. This yet another escalation in a civil war between the paramilitary group and the Sudanese government forces that has been raging for 2.5 years. The UN's refugee agency reporting widespread ethnically and politically motivated killings and indiscriminate violence. Guys, both Republican and Democrat senators calling for a strong response from the Trump administration to what one Republican senator is calling genocide. The UN demanding world leaders act. Will?
Just awful. Tom, thank you for that. Rebecca?
All right, Will, thank you. We're going to turn now to the strong earnings from two tech titans and what they tell us about the economy. Amazon blowing past expectations as Apple's new iPhone led to record sales and profit there. Elizabeth Schulze is in Washington with more. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Rebecca. Apple and Amazon combined are now worth more than $6 trillion. So they can tell us a lot about how American consumers are spending spending their money heading into the critical holiday shopping season. Apple expects sales of its newest iPhone 17 to reach a record in the next 3 months as more customers upgrade their phones. Executives say they are optimistic about the new trade agreement with China to lower tariffs by 10%. Last quarter, Apple paid more than $1 billion in tariff costs. Amazon also says that it's encouraged by the start of its peak shopping season. It reported blockbuster sales just days after announcing those massive layoffs of at least 14,000 white-collar jobs. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy now insists that those job cuts were not really financially driven or AI driven. They were about creating what he calls a startup culture. But he also says that AI is saving companies a lot of money by helping with tasks like customer service, Rebecca.
Yeah, well, it's saving companies a lot of money, but it's also leading to these record gains in the market. 75% of the market's increase, that 16% increase we've seen so far this year, is because of AI, according to analysts. And then you look at the retailers and restaurant chains, they're not sounding so optimistic right now, Elizabeth.
Exactly. One theme we are hearing from some popular brands is that younger customers are cutting back their spending. Shake Shack's CEO pointed to higher unemployment among young Americans, and Chipotle says that 25 to 35-year-olds are eating out less, too. Rebecca.
That's what we're seeing. All right, Elizabeth, thanks for bringing it to us. Michael?
All right, it is win or at the end for the Dodgers in the World Series. They're down to the Blue Jays, 3-2 as they head to Toronto for Game 6. Lara has the preview. Good morning.
I do, and a preview I have. Good morning to you all. The Toronto Blue Jays are hoping for the ultimate Halloween treat tonight as they look to win their first World Series championship since they did it back-to-back in 1992 and 93. That's a long time ago. But the momentum is there from that thriller 2 nights ago when rookie pitcher Trey Savage shut down the reigning world champs, striking out 12 Dodgers over 7 innings. What a night for the 22-year-old who was pitching in the low minor leagues when the season began, and he's now facing and beating the likes of Shohei Ohtani and the rest of the star-studded Dodgers lineup, helping to bring Toronto 1 game away from winning it all. Tonight, Savage hands it off to pitcher Kevin Gausman, who starts for the Jays. Los Angeles has its own star on the mound, though. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, coming off 2 consecutive complete games, including a Game 2 victory over the Blue Jays in this series that was over Gausman. To put that in perspective, the last time the pitcher had 2 straight complete postseason games was 24 years ago, which would indicate the Dodgers are putting their best chance at victory out there in an effort to extend this series to a deciding and very thrilling Game 7, guys.
Oh, boy. It's going to be good.
I can't believe it's gotten this far. I thought the Dodgers were going to walk over them.
Yeah,
but
well,
great series.
You never know. It's called sports.
Those are my Halloween plans, baby.
That's what we love about it. All right. Thank you, Lara.
Sure.
Coming up, we have the Royal Reckoning. Maggie Rulli is at Buckingham Palace with the latest. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, this is really an unprecedented and difficult moment for the royal family. The king making that decision to strip his own brother, Prince Andrew, of his royal titles. We'll have what's next for the man who's now just simply known as Andrew. That's coming up.
All right, Maggie, also ahead, why U.S. poison centers can expect a big spike in the number of calls about glow products this Halloween.
And the big business of Boo, from soaring costume sales to horror taking over the box office. Why we love Halloween.
We will be right back, so you stay right there.
Welcome back to GMA on this Halloween morning. This is, in my opinion, the best part of Halloween. These are the really cute kiddos, just some of our GMA staffers and some of their amazing viewers sending in photos of the kids already ready for trick-or-treating. I know 2 kids very fired up for that in New York City.
Yours.
Named Isabel and Leo.
Yeah,
we got more of that fright fun just ahead.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. But first, new at 7:30, the FAA is investigating after a JetBlue flight traveling from Cancun to New Jersey suddenly lost altitude. The crew experienced a flight control issue, prompting an emergency diversion to Tampa. 15 to 20 passengers were transported to local hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. JetBlue said the aircraft has been taken out of service and that it will conduct a full investigation to determine the cause. Also right now, the latest on the catastrophic damage from Hurricane Melissa. More than 70% of the island is still without power. 40 deaths are confirmed in the Caribbean so far. U.S. military is sending helicopters to the hardest hit areas.
And U.S. poison centers can expect a big spike in the number of calls about glow products this Halloween. A typical day brings about 20 calls, but on Halloween, that number jumps to 260 calls. That is 13 times higher. It's the liquid inside the glow sticks and jewelry that can cause irritation to the skin, mouth, and eyes. And in the battle of the HBCU legends, Delaware State and their coach, NFL legend Deshaun Jackson, came out on top against Michael Vick and Norfolk State, winning 27-20. Jackson saying, quote, "I'm just proud of both of us. We're in a position where we're inspiring, changing men's lives at HBCUs. It don't get no better than that."
Yeah, two great guys. I was happy to be there with them yesterday.
It was great to see with them yesterday.
It was great to see those guys, and I'm happy that people enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
And we're going to switch gears now to King Charles, moving to strip his brother Andrew of his royal title and evicting him from his royal home. Maggie Rulli is at Buckingham Palace with the latest. Good morning again, Maggie.
Hey, Michael, good morning. Yeah, there have been growing calls here in the UK for the king to do something. And guys, now he certainly has. This is an unprecedented moment for the royal family and something that must have been incredibly difficult for the king to do to his own brother. It's now making front page headlines around the world right here in the UK. This one sums it up. The royal, formerly known as Prince. This morning, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor woke up no longer a prince. Stripped of his titles, his honors, and his home by the British king, his older brother. King Charles announcing that he has initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles, and honors of Prince Andrew, adding the prince will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. The name change effective immediately. Andrew's also losing his home, Royal Lodge. The palace saying formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease. All his status gone. He will now be exiled to the king's private estate, Sandringham, in Norfolk. The controversy from his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein growing too damaging for the monarchy to bear.
It's monumental what the king has done. He has acted almost with the determination of a medieval monarch in separating his brother Andrew from all elements of title and style that normally people who are born into the royal family keep.
The king taking this definitive action against his brother after years of scandal reached a crescendo with the publication of Virginia Giuffre's memoir this month. Giuffre took her own life earlier this year, but she long claimed Jeffrey Epstein trafficked her to have sex with Andrew when she was just 17.
He knows exactly what he's done.
Public outrage growing. The king himself heckled.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew? Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew?
Andrew has always denied these allegations, telling the BBC in 2019.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
And although he denied any wrongdoing, he reportedly paid Giuffre millions to settle her claims in 2022.
She just wanted him to acknowledge her and acknowledge what he did.
Overnight, Giuffre's family emotional about the king's decision.
I just started uncontrollably crying, and it was joy, but it was, sorrow, because she should be here in this victory, in this moment. It was everything that she was fighting for.
He's just Andrew now, which is great. And my sister would be smiling, and she is from the heavens, I guarantee you. But there needs to be the next step. We need to take the next step here, and he needs to be fully investigated and brought to some sort of account.
Now, guys, we understand that the king made this decision in close consultation with the rest of the royal family, including Prince William. And we also have some new details this morning about what will happen to Andrew's ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson. A royal source tells us she's not expected to go to Sandringham with Andrew, but it's not yet clear exactly where she will live. Guys.
All right, Maggie, thank you for that. We're going to turn now, though, back here in the U.S., the growing fears over food, with funding for the nation's largest food assistance program set to expire in less than a day. Victor Akendo is at a food bank in Florida with how to find help for millions of Americans facing a hunger crisis. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, Will. From the LifeNet for Families Community Cafe just outside Fort Lauderdale, they run a collective feeding program. Organizers put together these meals every single day. They will serve about 400 people this morning. And beyond this, they will also distribute between 3,000 to 4,000 meals every single month. They tell me that the vast majority of their clients rely on SNAP, about 75%. Statewide, nearly 3 million Floridians receive SNAP benefits. Florida is just one of 49 states where SNAP recipients will stop receiving federal food assistance in less than 24 hours. Food banks across the country bracing for a crush of people in the coming days. If you're in a position to help and pitch in, you can volunteer at a food bank or donate non-perishable food or money. To find out how, go ahead and scan that QR code on the screen. You can also just head to goodmorningamerica.com. If you or someone you know is in need of help, you can also scan that same QR code or go to GMA's website. You will find links to nationwide databases where you can find free meals and groceries in your neighborhood. Guys?
Yeah, there is such a need there. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victor.
Now with our series, Augmented Humanity. October is World Blindness Awareness Month. And this morning, we're taking a look at the new gene therapy that is giving some blind people an opportunity to see. And Will, you've been bringing these stories to us, and they are all amazing.
And this one is too, Michael. This is fantastic. So due to a congenital issue that made her legally blind, doing simple daily tasks, even recognizing her own children from a distance, became near impossible for Linsey Rambo. But impossible is a dare to science. Linsey received an innovative treatment and now sees a whole new world.
Linsey Rambo is an active 36-year-old mom. You'd never know she was born with a genetic eye disease called Leber congenital amaurosis 5, or LCA5, that causes severe progressive vision loss.
I adjusted and adapted very well, but I had to rely on a handheld magnifier or large print text. I couldn't see like the chalkboard from sitting at my desk.
There's no treatment for the disease, and Linsey's vision continued to deteriorate. But a glimmer of hope came in 2022 when her husband found a clinical trial for LCA5, the special education teacher jumping at the chance to be part of it.
I just felt like this was my time to contribute to science.
In September of 2023, Linsey was the second person ever to have a one-time injection of an experimental gene therapy in her eye. Surgeons delivering a functioning copy of the LCA5 gene to her left retina. Within 6 months, her sight improved so much, she ditched her mobility cane.
I noticed just a greater detail to color. I was able to reduce the size of my magnification on all of my devices. I was sitting at my front window and I was watching my children play outside, and I was able to pick out my children out of the large group. That was the first time I was ever able to do that before. So that was like a really big one for me.
Opus Genetics reporting in their Phase 1 trial that 3 pediatric patients with severe vision loss showed meaningful improvements, suggesting gene therapy may help restore some sight in teens with LCA5.
Patients who were not visual before regain the ability to see something, mainly their daytime vision, which is what we use every day.
How would you describe this new life in color?
I have gained this confidence that I feel like I never really had before. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal.
I asked Linsey why she agreed to sign up to be the second person ever to get this injection, and I think you can see from the piece we just did there, that's why. She said, I wanted to get my life back. I wanted to be able to see things that I had never really been able to see before. And I spoke to her husband as well and asked him what the experience has been like for him, and he goes, I don't care if she can see or not see, she's still her. I love her and I love our family. They're a great unit and I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, but
wow. You can feel
Linsey,
that.
It's just amazing. My mom is visually impaired and this is so encouraging. Yeah. Thanks for bringing the story.
You got it.
Just incredible.
Absolutely.
Impossible is a dare to science. I love when you say that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Great line.
It is. Nothing is impossible.
It's true.
You got it.
Now, with our Halloween-themed play of the day, Larry, you're here with all of it.
I am indeed. We summoned the cast of Beetlejuice. I'm so excited for them to perform right here today on the show. It seems we said Beetlejuice 3 times, and what happened was they came, but we also summoned something else. Please check out Dessa Watson, dressed up as Lydia Dietz, who was, of course, played by Winona Ryder in the original film. Well, we didn't just get her. We also got, not Michael Keaton, we got this guy. We got Beetlejuice. Watson's pet goose Poncho, dressed as the ghost with the most. Yeah, there he is. He's not on the show, but we do have the cast of Beetlejuice singing, performing, coming up on Good Morning America, guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised that goose wears the costume so
How long does it take to put a costume on a goose?
I gotta say, it was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, it exceeded expectations.
Yeah, I like that. Beetlejuice.
Well done, Lara. And the cast, as Lara just said, of Broadway's hit musical, Beetlejuice. I'm only saying it. What?
Hey,
I was only going to say it one time, Lara. Well, they're here for their performance. It's coming up. And also ahead, Cameron Mathison is down in the Big Easy for a big Halloween celebration. Hey, Cameron.
One of the most well-known Halloween tours. Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're excited for this, Cameron.
Happy Halloween. Sorry about that. We're coming to you live from the Big Easy. Look, guys, this is pretty amazing. This is the Skeleton House right here in the heart of New Orleans. And I wanted to kind of dress the part a little bit. Now, it's a residential home, but it's quickly become one of the most well-known tourist attractions, Halloween destinations in the city. Thousands of people coming by all the time. And we've got lots of very current and relevant decorations here, skeletons. We've got the Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swift proposal. We've got that iconic moment from the Coldplay concert. We got Queen Bee's Grammy-winning outfit, and all with their bone-themed kind of puns. We've got the Rolling Bones, Carrie Underground, you get the idea. And we'll be talking with the masterminds behind all of this, and a whole lot more from the great state of Louisiana, guys.
We can't wait. Yeah. Cameron Mathison, looking good yourself.
You look beautiful.
We will be right back.
Hey, come on.
Beautiful.
Who's with me?
We'll be right back. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Deadly storm slammed the Northeast. Torrential rain causing major flooding. At least 2 people killed in New York City. The subways underwater. First responders rescuing people trapped in cars. Powerful wind gusts snapping trees and downing power lines. Ginger's tracking the system in your Halloween forecast. This morning, a look at some of our best bites.
Come on, Chef Boyardee straight.
Got to rub these ribs.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
And most memorable moments.
Fry this chicken.
With some of the world's best chefs. As we count down to our 50th birthday.
Happy birthday, Good Morning America. 50 years. It's hard to believe. Here's to many more.
Happy 50th anniversary, Good Morning America.
And we're taking you to the Big Easy for a New Orleans Halloween. All the tricks and treats of the Bayou State as we say, Good Morning America!
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Hi, good morning, America on this Halloween morning. Oh boy, what a better place to celebrate. No better place to celebrate than in New Orleans.
That's right. The Big Easy is known for going all out for the holiday, and Cameron Mathison is there in Louisiana, getting us in the spirit, even taking us on a Halloween parade float. That is coming up.
That looks like a lot of fun. Also ahead, the potential health impacts as the clocks fall back this weekend. Dr. Tara Narula is here with ways we can help prepare ourselves for that.
But first, a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the deadly storm that slammed the Northeast with torrential rain and flooding. Ginger has the latest. Good morning again, Ginger.
Hey, good morning, Michael. So 2 inches of rain falls in about 3 hours, and you have major problems. Here in Brooklyn, we had 1 man die. There was another in Washington Heights that died in subterranean or basement issues. This rescue happening of a child in Bayonne, New Jersey, getting them out of the water there. And then we had tree damage, and deadly tree damage in Philadelphia. In Queens, trees falling onto cars as well. So easily with the gusts of 50 miles per hour, I think today you could see more trees come down. We've got wind advisories from Syracuse down to Cumberland. Harrisburg's included, and all along the coast from Rehoboth Beach to Atlantic City, New York City here throughout Long Island, Boston, Hartford, Rhode Island, all included. So if you see a gust to 50, that's going to be a big issue. Melissa's remnants eventually will be racing to the Northeast. This is separate. This system was totally separate, and now it's all about the winds as we go into Halloween night. Hold on to the hats and masks, Rebecca.
Oh, yes. Hold on tight. Okay, Ginger, thank you. We're going to turn now to a GMA health alert about daylight saving time. Early Sunday morning, most of us will set clocks back an hour, and while it's been a cause for political debate, some have suggested we should abolish it. Studies now show the time change also has potential impacts on your health. And our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is here with more. Okay, so talk to us about what's going on here with daylight saving time, Dr. Narula, and the impact on our health. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Well, it sounds so wonderful to have that extra hour, but what if we told you that it was actually harmful? And that's exactly what most medical experts would say. How could that possibly be that a shift in time could cause potential health damages or risks? And that is because inside of all of us, we have this internal clock called a circadian rhythm, and that is finely tuned to the sunlight. That circadian rhythm controls our bodily cellular processes, digestion, our immune function, our metabolism, and so any sort of shift can throw that out of sync. So there's actually a Stanford researcher who had a great analogy that I loved. The circadian rhythm, he said, is like the conductor of an orchestra. The musicians and the musical instruments are like your organs. So anything that throws that conductor off is going to throw everything else off in terms of your symphony. So when we look at the health impacts, we've talked about the spring forward having risks of cardiovascular events like heart attack, stroke, traffic accidents, while fall back tends to also bring with it mental health issues, mood problems, appetite changes like an increase in appetite. And we know that it takes sometimes 7 days to weeks for us to really adjust. Most other countries do not have daylight savings times. Hawaii and Arizona does not. We have tried to get this pushed through Congress for several years, but they have not accepted a bill to really have a standard fixed time, although most medical groups like the American Medical Association and the American Academy of Sleep Medicine think we should have a standard fixed time that really keeps us more in line with those early sunlight hours and darker in the evening time.
I mean, I was kind of looking forward to the extra hour of sleep, especially because Will and I are running that relay, the GMA marathon relay, so we do have to get up early. But how should people prepare for this, and how can they sort of regulate over time?
Yeah, we know that sleep is so important, and a third of Americans really don't get enough sleep. Most of my patients, when I ask them, say their sleep quality is really poor. So what you can do ahead of this is start to shift your bedtime 10 to 15 minutes later and your wake time 10 to 15 minutes later. Make sure that you're doing good sleep hygiene, so avoiding alcohol, large meals, caffeine right before bed. Get up early in the morning, get out in the sunshine, avoid bright lights or screens right before bedtime. These are some of the things you can try to do to prepare yourself for Sunday.
All right, we will do our very best. It's always a shock to the system, but you're there to help us plot our way through. Thank you, Dr.
And you're going to do great in the race.
Oh, thank you.
Despite daylight savings.
We're jogging.
Don't worry about it. It's a walk jog. It's a silent J. All right, now to Halloween horror, driving big business. From popular movies like K-pop Demon Hunters and Michael B. Jordan's Sinners returning to movie theaters this weekend, Lara is back with news on Americans spending records amounts on frightful movies this year.
On all things scary, So how hot are horror movies? Well, 2 movies in the genre are getting awards buzz. The new Frankenstein movie with Guillermo del Toro and the vampire movie Sinners, both getting early Oscar buzz. Sinners raked in over $360 million at the box office earlier this year, and it's back in IMAX just in time for Halloween. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. K-pop Demon Hunters also returning to theaters this weekend. But it's not just movies that people are digging. They are going all out on the holiday decorating. Check out this house in Boise, Idaho. They've fully recreated the Titanic.
Wow.
It's amazing. People are just getting so into it. In fact, spending on decorations and other Halloween items expected to reach a record $13.1 billion this season. Guys, that's over $1 billion more than last year, according to the National Retail Federation. So what is with this obsession with all things ghoulish? Well, it turns out there is science behind it. Experts say being scared helps us detach from our day-to-day anxieties.
I reject those findings. It stresses me out more.
I could come up with so many other things that would separate me. I'd rather do.
Okay, how about a nap?
But I do appreciate people who go all out, especially those who do it so that other people can enjoy it.
Yep.
And a lot of them raise a lot of money, and a lot of them do it for charity.
Yep.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you, Lara. You know, the New York City Marathon, we just heard, is just 2 days away. Members of our ABC News and GMA family, they're getting ready to run. Will, you're going to be a part of our relay team, as you said.
Yep.
And you're going to be a part of another team on race day.
That's right. So Rebecca and I will be partners running this relay for the first 3 miles. We're holding a baton with a bunch of our GMA friends and family. But I'm also going to be co-hosting the National Finish Line show here on ABC with my friend ESPN's Hannah Storm. We'll have a look at some of the celebrity runners, the inspiring stories of everyday runners. We'll have a little recap of our own relay team. And you can watch live from the TCS New York City Marathon right here on ABC this Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. We always say Marathon Sunday is the greatest day in New York City. Excited to be a part of it. Excited to be on the broadcast. It's going to be fun.
I'll be thinking about you, too.
Yeah.
And I suggest you line up a massage for probably Sunday night, Monday morning.
That. Dude, we're running Michael. 3 miles. But for everybody else, yes, massages.
If I run 300 yards now, I need a massage. That's just me. All right. Good luck, though. Coming up in our GMA morning menu, we are in New Orleans for an epic Halloween.
Epic. And Lori Bergamato is in her lab conjuring up last-minute DIY decorations for your haunted Halloween party.
Plus, what happens when you say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice?
Uh-oh.
He shows up. And that's what happened here. The cast of the hit Broadway musical is here on this Halloween for a live performance, and Lara is with some of our favorite chefs. Hey, Lara.
And Will, you know why they're our favorite chefs? Because we've known them so long and they're so good. Rocco DiSpirito, Marcus Samuelsson, they've been cooking for us on GMA for more than 2 decades. It's hard to believe we've all been here that long. They're here to help us celebrate 50 years of food and fun by recreating the first dish. I don't even know if you guys remember it. The first dish.
25. So
I know. You were a child prodigy. The first dish they ever made for us on GMA, recreating it with a modern twist. Coming up right here. Don't go away.
I don't believe that.
All right, we are back now on GMA with the impasse for our parent company Disney and Google's YouTube TV that affects millions of consumers, and it all happened overnight. This morning, YouTube TV viewers can't see ABC, ESPN, and the full portfolio of Disney networks. The agreement between our parent company, Disney, and Google's YouTube TV expired at midnight Eastern Time. So from tomorrow's College Game Day, where ABC is the most watched network in college football, up 23% compared to last year, to Monday Night Football, where the Cowboys will face off with the Cardinals, to Dancing with the Stars, which had its biggest premiere in 5 years and has seen viewership skyrocket for 5 weeks. What do you want from me? Your local news, GMA and World News Tonight, it's all gone dark, along with ESPN and the Disney networks. A Disney spokesperson saying in a statement, "Unfortunately, Google's YouTube TV has chosen to deny their subscribers the content they value most by refusing to pay fair rates for our channels, including ESPN and ABC. Without a new agreement in place, their subscribers will not have access to our programming, which includes the best lineup in live sports, anchored by the NFL, NBA, and college football, with 13 of the top 25 college teams playing this weekend. With a $3 trillion market cap, Google is using its market dominance to eliminate competition and undercut the industry standard terms we've successfully negotiated with every other distributor. We know how frustrating this is for YouTube TV subscribers and remain committed to working toward a resolution as quickly as possible." The company saying overnight, last week Disney used the threat of a blackout on YouTube TV as a negotiating tactic to force deal terms that would raise prices on our customers. They're now following through on that threat, suspending their content on YouTube TV. This decision directly harms our subscribers while benefiting their own live TV products. We know this is a frustrating and disappointing outcome for our subscribers, and we continue to urge Disney to work with us constructively to reach a fair agreement that restores their networks. Contrary to their statement, YouTube removed Disney content about 30 minutes before the previous deal expired, while the companies were still negotiating. But viewers have choices. There are many TV providers. Disney has set up a website which lists TV providers in your area. And it is important as a consumer to remember there are many ways to watch the shows and sports you love. That website has an array of options. And a reminder, ABC is available free over the air. Lara?
All right. Thank you very much, Rebecca. We're going to turn now to our series, 50 States in 50 Weeks, America the Beautiful. And this morning we're in Louisiana, where Cameron Mathison is bringing us to New Orleans just in time for Halloween. Cam, loving the look this morning. Well done, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love it too. Coming to you right from the heart of the Big Easy here. This is a parade float from the Crew of Boo. It's the official Halloween parade. I just love the name. Crew of Boo. Rolls through New Orleans, rolls through the French Quarter. And I think we could say that any day in New Orleans is kind of like a day like no other. But no one does Halloween quite like this city. Costumes, floats, and marching bands filling the streets of New Orleans.
Seeing what everyone's wearing.
Yes.
That's a lot of fun.
Nope, this isn't Mardi Gras, it's Crew of Boo, a spooky Halloween parade rolling through the iconic French Quarter.
This parade is Mardi Gras in October.
Hundreds of parade riders gather to put on elaborate costumes and face paint for the festivities that creep into the night.
Each year gets bigger and better. People come in from all over the country.
The parade was started by the late Blaine Kern, known for his production of Mardi Gras floats. Now, his son Brian is keeping the tradition alive.
After Katrina, my dad decided he wanted to do this parade, and part of the proceeds would go to first responders.
Crew of Boo now carving out its place in New Orleans' rich history of parades.
In our first year, we only had like less than 200 riders. Now we have over 500. We only had like 10 marching bands. Now we have close to 50. So that first parade went by in like 30 minutes.
Now, for more than 3 hours, thousands of spectators line the streets.
We love catching all the stuff and going through all of it when we get home.
And while there are some beads, this parade is known for mostly throwing food.
We throw treats because we're Halloween. We throw local products like Zapp's potato chips, moon pies from Chattanooga Bakery. I want people to pick up stuff and go, well, I can use this, I can bring it home.
For Kern, he hopes people walk away with a treat and a sense of tradition. Special thanks to Kern Studios Mardi Gras World for lending us that amazing float. And of course, it's just one of the ways that this city comes to life at Halloween. Lots of indications of that. Like this house that we're at, the Skeleton House, and this amazing family. These are the masterminds behind these elaborate decorations. This is Llewellyn and Daryl Berger. It's great to see you guys.
Thank you. Good
now,
morning.
this is amazing. Okay, so you see this, you walk by it. Like, how does something like this begin?
Well, it began very simply. My limb on the front touched the ground, and I said, oh, I would love to put a there like I was when 12, just resting on the limb. He looked a little sad, so I added 4 more in the background, and from then it just exploded, especially after Katrina, when only 5 people came to our door. I said, I'm going to double it. So it kind of went from 5 to 15. And I have a little more than 50
Yeah,
now.
you got a little more than 50 now. The Queen of Halloween, self-proclaimed here, but very well deserved. Now, setting something like this up obviously takes some time. What's the process? How long does it all take?
Okay, well, I start right after Labor Day. My family, thanks to them, and Manuel, my son Ryan does my Instagram site, so with his help from his wife Amanda. My grandchildren all get involved. We actually have 11 grandchildren. So we start right after Labor Day.
Okay.
And for 4 days, Manuel and I are in the yard hammering and putting all the skeletons.
You start right after Labor Day, getting it ready for Halloween.
To get ready for Halloween, but I'm inside creating,
beautiful,
giving them manicures and pedicures and, you know, all the extra touches to make them really look alive.
Now, we're causing a little bit of a scene out here with our cameras and all the action and stuff, but generally, I mean, there's a lot of people that come by just to check it out. How many trick-or-treaters do you get on average about every year?
Well, I'm a little embarrassed to say, but we order necklaces. I don't give out candy.
Okay.
I'm Teal Pumpkin Project. A lot of kids have food allergies.
Yeah, sure.
So we order 4,000 necklaces.
4,000 necklaces.
And we run out.
You run out every year. Of course you do. Well, you're all amazing. Thank you so much for having us. Thanks so much, guys. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that is so generous. We love that. Go New Orleans.
And a family affair, too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got just a few hours to go before Halloween night, and we are heading right into Lori's lab. Lori Bergamotto is here to haunt your home for Halloween with last-minute DIY hosting hacks just in time for the trick-or-treaters. Yep. This is my favorite part of the set this morning. This is
so much fun. Everybody's been coming over here. Happy Halloween
Happy
to
Halloween.
you, my
and
friend.
I love the sparkle in your hair. You're doing it.
Thanks. Okay, so this is Creepy Crawler ice cubes. Really easy to do. If you have any kind, and these are easy to get too, if you have any kind of creepy looking gummies. So we've got gummy eyeballs, we have gummy fingers, we have little gummy spiders. Rebecca,
I've
you
never
and I are
seen
gonna
these
do
gummy
these.
eyeballs
Just start
before.
putting them in. I know, they're so fun,
They're
right?
really cute.
We're gonna put them in our ice cube trays here.
Yes.
And then all you're gonna do, we don't have to fill up the whole thing, but you're gonna take the water that's right next to you.
So it's regular water.
Just regular water.
Or you could do something else if you wanted to make.
Pour it
Okay.
Yeah, you could
You
totally
could do whatever.
have a flavored water.
Sure.
You pop these in the freezer and then you freeze them. And then this, we have a bowl here up there. That's
Oh,
what they
that's
look like. So they're really
great.
fun. The other thing, if you want, if you're like, my kids are having enough sugar, let's tone it down a little bit. You can also do it with frozen wild blueberries. And the reason I say that is they're a little smaller.
Okay.
So you can see in the front there, we put them in the drinks here. They look like little eyeballs floating around in your drink. So they're really fun, really easy to do. And this is something you could do with the kids as well.
Totally.
So we love Creepy Crawler.
I already
ice
threw
cubes.
a gummy in my mouth, so I'm going to be chewing this
so
whole
I'll
segment.
keep talking. So this is, these little fright lights are ghost string lights. They're really fun and easy to do. Here's what you need. You might even have this stuff at home. Ping pong balls, a little bit of glue. You can use school glue, you can use Mod Podge, whatever. And then if you have gauze, I know they're so fun. If you have gauze, if you have tissue paper,
toilet paper,
cheesecloth, toilet paper.
I don't know.
And then all you do is you pop the ping pong ball underneath the little cheesecloth, glue it on.
And then you have your eyeballs.
You have your eyeballs. You can use marker. Our amazing art team use hole punch. They just did construction paper, black hole punch. And then you just pop these right on the light. So we have some there if you want to do that there. And then you can hang them up. They're really fun. We have them there. You just dim the lights and then ta-da, you've got some ghost string lights. So really fun and easy. And then this is what everybody was really coming over here for, Rebecca Jarvis, was our amazing candy cake. So this cake is no tricks, all sweets. What you need are some cake forms. So we have these styrofoam here. And then we used double stick tape, but you can also use hot glue. And we've also seen some creators do this with like white chocolate or frosting to stick things on. So you just put some tape and then Rebecca, start decorating.
You decorate
cake.
around, okay.
It's really fun. And then if you are gonna take things out of the wrappers, you guys, either make sure your guests know that it is hot glued.
Wash your hands first.
Wash your hands and then also use the frosting or use the white chocolate. But what's your candy of choice
My
this Halloween? Let's hear it.
I'm going chocolate. I love the Milk Duds, love the Kit Kat. Oh, Almond Joy.
I'm
gonna go outside.
You're a joy.
Yeah.
You are a joy, Rebecca Jarvis. I'm a 100 grand girl.
Yeah. You
are.
100 grand.
Fine,
the thing about 100 grand is it has a little bit of everything.
There
Just
you go.
like you, Lori
Thanks.
Bergamotto. So many great ideas here. Happy Halloween, everybody. And coming up, we're gonna take a look back at the best bites we have ever had here on GMA. Food, fun, and lots of great chefs. Stay with us.
Robin, we want to know what Robin thinks. Give me one here. Look at you.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Daylight come and we want go home. A beautiful bunch, a ripe banana. Daylight come and we want
Wow, back now on GMA. That's the cast of Beetlejuice on Broadway. They're getting us in the holiday spirit before their big performance live right here in just a few moments. Michael?
It sounds like our song here. We just wake up and it's like daylight come and we wanna go home. That's right. All right, but first, no, you don't. I loved it here. One of the great things about working here at GMA, it's all the great food we get to eat. Our cast, our crew, everybody gets excited when we have food, and we have some extraordinary chefs cook for us, and we count down. We're going to count down to our big birthday celebration on Monday. We're going to take a look at some of our favorite food memories from the past 50 years. Check it out.
We ready, everybody?
This is amazing. Oh, yeah.
That's good.
We've been cooking. You got to rub these ribs. That's how you do it. And eating.
Lots of hot pepper.
For 50 years.
Oh, it's terrific.
Quick and easy, but also delicious.
Melba, what do you think?
This is make you want to smack your mama good.
Can you match that, chef?
One more. Come on. Come on, Chef Boyardee.
And boy, have we been hungry.
That smells so good already.
Oh, yeah.
Like our sausage in that stuffing.
Yeah.
Jamie Oliver, we're gonna make chicken pot pie.
I gotta loosen my jacket because he brings good food too.
I'm walking with a hot dog. Come on, let's go.
All right. As one does. I have legitimately learned to cook during my many years at GMA. I did not know how to boil water, basically, before I started this job.
From the light,
It's low cal and low carb.
to the heavy.
That's a lot of butter.
47-layer dip.
Why not?
I would probably be 10 pounds lighter if it were not for Good Morning America and all the cooking.
Covered in sprinkles, it's gonna look good.
This is a true classic oatmeal cookie.
I'm not sure that this is architecturally sound.
It's called the Inside Out Liège waffle.
Ooh.
And
I don't even know what it means, but everybody's going woo around here.
There was the elegant.
Everyone needs a little fantasy in their life, a little glamour. A rare and rather expensive white truffle. We bought this for
I think $80 an ounce or something like that.
$80 or $90 an ounce.
Everybody asks me, what perfume you like the most? I say white truffle. I could have rubbed it over my body.
It's an expensive sachet.
And even cooked food so good, we just had to sing about it.
We're gonna fry this chicken, yes we are. I'm getting ready for my backup. Fry this chicken. You got to lean.
We also featured the early years of some of the culinary world's most esteemed chefs, like Julia Child.
This is Julia Child. Bon appetit.
There's been Emerald Lagasse.
Take a little bit of Creole seasoning. Bam!
Wolfgang Puck.
Well, we're gonna make a luxurious hamburger today.
Rachel Ray.
This is a stovetop spinach and artichoke dip.
Carla Hall.
Is that yummy? You like that?
I like that a lot, Carla.
Michael Simon.
Michael, this is honestly some of the best I've had.
And Food Network star Sarah Moulton started as our kitchen assistant working behind the scenes.
If Wolfgang and Julia look good, it's because of Sarah.
I have a great annual tradition. My friend Ming Tsai comes and cooks for Chinese New Year.
Oranges are sweetness and good luck, so always give oranges if you go to someone's house.
Okay.
We even invited some famous faces to our GMA table. From Michelle Obama.
I enjoyed cooking.
To Sesame Street.
Okay, now we gotta put the red stuff. Whoa, sorry, Cookie, I'm smoking.
And the Muppets.
How long in the oven at one time?
Oh my God, at this point, who really cares?
Some celebrities really help wake us up.
Okay.
We can use this later too, I swear.
But we also hit the road to discover what makes this country taste so good.
Another thing you should know about Memphis, Tennessee, they know how to do their ribs in this part of the country. United States of Tacos takes us to Dallas.
Yeah. Well, our question is, where is the best pizza in Philly?
I am proud to present you with the Golden Spatula.
But through it all, what's been our secret ingredient?
The secret ingredient is dried basil.
No, not that. It's all of us coming together with good food and even better people.
This fills my burger satisfaction.
Yeah, literally everyone's enjoying the food right now.
So many memories.
A lot of food.
So many meals, so many calories. And two of our favorite chefs are with us this morning. They have both made so many appearances on GMA over the years. You know them, you love them. Rocco DiSpirito, a member of the City Harvest Food Council, and Marcus Samuelson, everybody. Metropolis, Have & Mar.
Look at
The
that.
restaurants both here in New York City. They're both going to recreate the very first dish they ever made on the show. We're going to start with you. As you can see, you're already sizzling there
We're
over there.
sizzling away here. We're going to make the famous
Rocco,
frittata.
I was going to say, 2001 was the year you were honoring Mama. We love your mama, and you were making her frittata with sausage. What do you remember that day?
I remember it so well. We were outside. We were in Times Square. Diane Sawyer flipped the omelet. It flipped twice in the air, like a scene out of a Cameron Crowe movie. It flopped down. She did it perfectly.
No way!
And I said,
Yeah,
do it.
Diane.
And I dared her, do it one more time. And she did it, and it worked out great. Yeah.
Well, you know, we're going to make that same frittata this morning.
You're going to flip it twice, right?
No. But this is I got
Thank
that
you,
part
Marcus.
now.
Thank you.
But this is a great great way for someone to use up those vegetables you have in your fridge, right?
Definitely a great way to use up leftovers, and of course, if you want to make it from scratch, it's a great entree, it's a great lunch.
Is that too hot?
What's great about a
It feels
frittata
very
is it lasts a week in the fridge.
A week?
Few days on the counter. Everyone can eat from it. It's an entree, it's a breakfast, it's a snack.
It's not that I'm daring you, Michael, but I'm daring you. But I want to ask you about the cooking process because this is a slow process, right?
So frittata can be slow, but it's not that slow.
But
it's a 10 to 15 minute.
Thing, isn't it? Like you don't want to rush it. Why is slow and low, meaning heat, best?
Well, because slow and low will guarantee that everything stays juicy. You're not going to dry food out with very harsh, dry heat.
So don't be impatient, in other words.
Omelets taste best when they're not overcooked.
I love it when you have one chef helping the other over here.
I know, it's pretty cool.
So
No, he was helping me. I'm the chef.
Okay. I see how it is.
Marcus Samuelson as your sous chef. Yeah. So Rocco, real quick, tell us how do you like to serve
I thought you were
this?
a great football player and broadcaster.
A little bit of everything, but I appreciate that too.
You like to serve this with a little arugula?
Serve it with an arugula salad that's dressed with lemon and olive oil. Very simple, and a little grated cheese.
Michael, I'll taste this one. You taste the meatloaf.
Grate some cheese in there.
Let's put some egg on here.
Get in there.
The egg goes in. We put some herbs, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, using up leftovers is probably one of the biggest benefits of this dish. Let's stir it around a little bit.
Okay.
Because as we know, food security is a major issue out there. City Harvest, the organization that we're both members of, does a great job.
And Rocket does great
Unbelievable.
Yes. Absolutely.
They do great work. We've been on this, in the field with them. We've seen what they do firsthand.
What I love about your recipes, you always honor your family.
Yes,
and I remember cooking with you, Mom. Her meatballs were amazing too.
You, Marcus. She loved you.
Remember Mama?
Yeah.
She was on the show.
But what I love about this too, it's so filling. Like you said, and
For
you can
sure.
save
It's a
it.
complete
You can just
meal.
save it for a while. Yeah. Okay.
It's a 2 for, 3 for, 4 for. You get many meals out of this.
I just had a bite. I did sneak. The arugula really is a great touch.
And
it sets it off. It turns it into an expensive fancy meal out of something very
total
simple.
time to create this?
Just about a half hour.
Half hour.
Yeah.
I turned it down, so I didn't want to burn it.
No problem.
All right, Marcus, we're going to come over to you now.
Let's get going.
All right.
Let's get going.
Your first time on GMA, you remember that was 2004.
What?
Yeah, 2004.
But I'm born 2000. How can it happen? I don't know what's going on here.
What do you remember about 2004 since you were barely born?
I just remember what a big deal it was, right? Like, think about, we just watched the video. Think about what GMA has done, right? Generations of chefs, Wolfgang, Julia, to all the way to now, right? So to be part of that family was a big, big deal.
And the first time you were here, you cooked a glazed turkey meatloaf and tomato spinach sauce. It was what we call the cut the carb segment. And you're going to remake that this morning.
Yes.
So how do we start?
It's fall. We're going to cook a lot of turkey, right? So turkey meatloaf, it's really delicious. So with that, it's really about adding in, I have my dark meat turkey right there, so it's a little juicier, a little bit more. And we're just gonna add in a little breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Michael, you got the
garlic.
Get in there.
Garlic.
See? Yeah, good. Perfect.
Hey, Rocco, thank you, buddy.
And then
one chef helping another.
Exactly. That's the spirit of brotherhood here.
This is how it looks, right?
Spices.
Now, do you add? My mama's meatloaf is she adds Worcestershire. She adds ketchup.
Flavors,
she adds
of course.
You cut up some.
Wow.
And then we bake that for about 45 minutes, 325, and then we're gonna glaze it. Just give it a little bit of a honey.
Talk to us about what's in the glaze.
Listen, you gotta have butter and honey, and that's how we're gonna caramelize that so it comes out gorgeous and beautiful,
I've never heard
right?
of that, but it looks
That's how you get that layer that is so delicious.
I like what you do on the side too. You've got tomatoes roasting along with it, so you're multitasking.
All of
that
it's
garlic.
About that.
And then what do you add the garlic, or are those just to eat on the side?
They're just to eat, and look at this what we got. Like this is really a dish where we have pine nuts.
You know what you're doing.
This is your
turkey
side
bacon.
dish?
This is a side dish.
Okay.
Because
there's the roasted.
There you go.
Okay, got it.
I got my pine nuts. I got my spinach, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna add them in here, boom.
I love every single ingredient there.
Remember those roasted tomatoes? We're gonna add that in, that's our sauce.
Okay, all
Look
right.
at that.
So I love
delicious.
that.
Put me to work,
Get
man.
that in there. A little bit of sweet potatoes.
Wow. And where are the raisins going?
The raisins are going in here, of course. It's gonna be super delicious.
Wow, it's almost Thanksgiving-y.
It is Thanksgiving-y. That's what, it's fall, right?
Yeah.
And,
really nice.
you know, I just remember coming over here, and every single time, it's such a big deal. It's such a big honor to be part of it.
Did you guys get nervous?
We still get nervous.
Still get
you don't
nervous
seem
every
to get
time.
nervous.
You too, right?
You know?
On your first day though,
Of
were you
course.
like, oh my gosh, what if I burn it?
Okay, Marcus and I are such dorks. We rehearsed this.
Yes.
In our restaurants. We rehearsed this in our restaurants.
I love
We
that,
had
you
people
guys.
playing you guys in our restaurants.
Well, thank you for the memories,
Well, I tell you what,
guys.
thank you guys.
Here
Thank
you
you guys
go.
for coming
That's for you.
back.
I'm gonna
for
let
honoring
Michael
us
get
again with
together.
your great food. Who in the crew is excited about eating this after the show? That's what I'm talking about. The great thing about being here and working
You're my
here.
love.
You can get these recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com. And don't forget to join us Monday morning for our big GMA 50th birthday celebration.
That'd be great. That'd be
Rocco,
great.
Marcus, thank you both so much,
be
man.
great.
Really appreciate you.
We have a special Halloween-themed 50 states in 50 weeks, America the Beautiful. So we're heading back to Cameron Mathison, who's in New Orleans, Louisiana for us. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, coming to you deep in the heart of the bayous where the music, the food, and the people are as bold and as flavorful as the gumbo. From the French Quarter right here in New Orleans, all the way to the bayous, which stretch for miles and miles. Louisiana definitely knows how to let those good times roll. Get ready for an adventure from the prairies to the bayous. There's no state quite like Louisiana. The boot-shaped region, part of Louisiana purchase under President Thomas Jefferson, which set the stage for it to become the 18th state to join the Union. Today, Louisiana is a melting pot of rich history, culture, and celebrated cuisine, including soul-soothing comforts and sweet treats like beignets, a favorite in The Princess and the Frog. Nicknamed the Pelican State after the official state bird. It's also known for its alligator-filled swamplands, the most in the country. The city of New Orleans, coined the birthplace of jazz music and the hometown of jazz pioneer Louis Armstrong.
Down with the Saints, got my children.
And who dat? It's the beat of the bayou. People in New Orleans know a little something about those other saints. The Big Easy, also the backdrop of Streetcar Named Desire.
Hey,
Just one of over 2,500 films shot in the state. But the crown jewel of Louisiana, Mardi Gras, bringing tradition, fanfare, and plenty of beads as carnival season reigns supreme. That is Louisiana, from the jazz to the jambalaya. I'm telling you, it's so fun being here. You can feel the spirit of this beautiful state in the smile of every face you see.
Yes,
Agreed.
you
Fully
totally can, and we can feel it coming from you. Thank you so much, Cameron. Next week, we're going to head,
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Next week, we're heading to Indiana for 50 states in 50 weeks. We can't wait for that.
And coming up, the cast of Beetlejuice on Broadway is here to give us a killer Halloween performance. Stay with us. There they are. They'll be singing soon. Welcome back to GMA. We have Justin Collette and the frightfully good cast of Beetlejuice on Broadway back on Broadway at the Palace Theater for a lucky 13 weeks until January 3rd. The show is based on the beloved movie, and the cast is here to perform a medley of their hit numbers. Take it away.
Daylight come and we want go home. A beautiful bunch of ripe banana. Daylight come and we want go home. Hide the deadly black tarantula. Daylight come and we want go home. Daylight come and we want go home. Daylight come and we want go.
Hi, I'm dead, but I'm on live TV! Hey folks, a new day's dawning! My name's back on that Broadway awning! America, hello, good morning! Let's start, on the whole being dead thing. First time on GMA. I watch the show like every day, man. I'm in love with Michael Strahan. I just had to say it. It's the whole being dead thing. Robin Roberts, she's the best. Topping off off the name drop. This is George Stephanopoulos. Wildly get this off my chest. I have a show. You all should go because my 401k's super low. A few more weeks and then that's it. We throw the show into a pit and take a breath. Welcome to a show about death. October means trick or treating, Halloween and overeating. My waistline really takes a beating. Who cares? I'm dead. It's the whole being dead thing. Nobody is bulletproof. I work out. I eat clean. Jesus passed the Dramamine. Time to face the fruit of truth. So take a little break here. Gotta like awake here. The scenery is fake here. There's a giant snake here. Welcome to a show about death. You're gonna be fine. Thank you, buddy. On the other side. Seriously, though, this is a show about death. It's taboo, but it's hardly something new. There's something medical professionals can do. So maybe just feel you. If you die during this morning's performance, the broadcast will not stop. There's no destiny or fate, just a terrifying wait. Filled with people that you hate, and on a certain day the universe kills you. That's the thing with life, no one makes it out alive. Toss that body in the pit. Don't you stumble in a tragic bubble Bible, Jesus magic. One quick line and that's it. No Pilates, no more yoga, namaste and decomposers. From the cradle to cremation, death just needs a little conversation. I have mastered the art of tearing convention apart. So how about we all make a start on the whole being thing. I hope you're ready for a show about death.
A big thank you to the cast of Beetlejuice for that spectacular and great Halloween performance. We want to thank you at home for watching.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day and happy Halloween.